r/AskReddit by Redmond ETS. What is something most people think they want until they get it? Myself included on this one. But I know many people that have certain kinks or fetishes they've always wanted to try and totally did not enjoy it once it became a reality. To be older. Living off-grid. Boats. Livestock other than goats or chickens. Their dreams fulfilled. I was watching Soul, and it hit hard when he finally got what he'd been chasing forever and ended up with a serious case of now what? Edit. Whoa, so many people seem to have resonated with this, what I dubbed the tragedy of the dream fulfilled. Many of you commiserate, others gave good advice. I wish all of you the best on your journeys. When I was a kid I really wanted a cast or crutches. Yeah, really not a good idea. To get back with an ex. A pool table. Right? They're fun to have when you have people over. But they take up so much room. Pool tables are worth it if you shoot 3-4 times a week, minimum. If you aren't already doing that, don't buy one. Fame. All the people wishing to be rich and famous. I'll take being just rich. Nobody likes me as it is. If I become rich and famous, people will pretend to like me. Screw those people. If you become rich they'll still just pretend to like you. As a tween, it was my period. The novelty of becoming a woman immediately evaporated. A boat. I have something far better than a boat. A friend with a boat. A nympho partner. Yep. What they want is an nympho friend with benefits. A really big house. There is so much maintenance, expense, just keeping track of all your stuff. Higher utility bills, more taxes, probably an HOA, just cleaning it is an impossible task without hiring professionals. McDonald's. It's so incredibly mid, at the same time it's getting more and more expensive. Living in Hawaii. The number of people that I know that dream of living here have no idea. I've lived here for 2 years and can't wait to leave. Why? In no particular order. The most expensive states to live. Almost everything is imported, from food to cars. I'm from Miami and went grocery shopping at Walmart when I was back home on vacation 6 months ago. Bought the same items I bought here on the island, and it cost about $80 less. Electricity is ridiculous. I never paid more than $90 in Florida, and that was with central AC running 24/7. When I was stationed in San Diego, I had a wall unit that I ran all the time, and it was never more than $120. It was my first month in Oahu, and I paid $434 for using the wall unit AC in my 1-bedroom 1-bathroom apartment. I haven't turned it on since, and I pay almost $200 per month. Doesn't matter where you live, the roaches are a huge problem. They come out of nowhere. I live on the 8th floor of a pretty well-maintained apartment building and have a roach problem. It's pretty common for homes here. I've done roach bombs and traps, and my wife and I deep clean once a week on top of the regular cleaning we do, and it's still an issue. The food here is terrible. This is more of a preference for people, but coming from 2 great cities for food, Miami and San Diego, Hawaii is awful. It's hard to find anything worth the price here. If you want good steak, you have to drive 30 minutes. If you want good sushi, it's literally from their grocery store, Foodland. The seafood here is absolutely terrible. Worst drivers. Mostly old Asian people who live here, and they don't know how to drive to save their life. The number of times I've been run off the road because some old lady decided to aggressively switch into my lane without signaling or checking blind spots is well over 10. The rent is terrible. It's not worth the prices you'll pay. The good areas are very expensive and far from the main area. The homeless people here are the worst I've ever seen. They are crazy, will hurt you if you walk near them, and a good portion of them are in some drug-induced psychosis. We have one infamous homeless lady here who parades around completely nude with the exception of a scarf she wears around her neck. The number of times I've seen a homeless man piss in the street during the daytime is countless. Traveling from here is expensive as hell. It's literally in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You also lose days if you go east. From here to the east coast is a whole day of flying. Day and a half if you're flying somewhere with moat connections in between. The only thing I will miss from here are the beaches. Kids. I think most people are not prepared even if they love their kids. The majority of parents suffer and so do the kids. I guess being in education I see firsthand lots of parents who should not have had kids. Retirement. My dad bought a house on a small quiet island when he retired. Some people can only dream of doing something like that. 3 months into it he realized he was bored as fudge. All he does is watch TV all day now. He's miserable on that island. Is mental illness one? I feel like everyone is self-diagnosing using WebMD as a checklist, and now everyone is saying they have something, but it's nothing as debilitating as real mental illnesses. Being in a boss or leadership position. The pay is nice, but the amount of pointless bullshit is just ridiculous. Bosses have bosses, and basically I'm just a messenger letting my employees know how their job is going to suck more. For absolutely nothing in return. Which they blame me for. There are better ways to make way more money for being hated. Sex in a pool or hot tub. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.